All right, TikTok's notifying that we're live right now.
Perfect.
And here we go. We got some pin. What's going on, everybody? Another day in the MLB. Evan, back-to-back 4-0 sweeps in the VIP, plus a weekend of golf where we made a unit. We're up over 10 units in the last 2 days here.
Killing it. Absolutely killing it. Let's keep it rolling.
Just has been electric in the VIP for everybody who's been in there. Making money, these past couple days very easily. And now let's try to make you guys some more money on props. And if you take a look at this, our top 3 props since we started doing this, 17 and 13 overall. Not a start I'll complain about for, just getting into the props heavily like this, like we've been doing.
Right. Not at all. I feel like 2 and 1's kind of been the normal.
Yep. Winning days every single day is all you can ask for there. So let's start with this Rockies-Marlins game. German Marquez over 3.5 strikeouts, minus 156 on this one. We've profited off of him before. This is another prop up here that we're liking.
Right. It's a little juicy. He's over in his last 2 starts, and then all the starting pitchers, the last 4 against the Marlins have gone over this number, and we'll just hope to do it again. I mean, it's a good number. I know it's juicy. We can pair it with something else, but yeah, I don't mind it at all.
Definitely pair it with something else, and we've seen him stretch later into games as well. At times. So if he can do that, I mean, if he's going to pitch even 5 innings, I got to think that he can hit this line here.
Right.
We got somebody asking Mets over 9.5. We'll get to that Mets game in a little bit. That's kind of the game of the day, so we'll save that one. Angels, Red Sox, Richard Fitz over 3.5 strikeouts. Now we got a plus money strikeout prop at the same exact number.
Right. Big plus money, plus 152. And then, over in 3 of his 4 starts on the year. And then the Angels, they're second to the Rockies in most strikeouts of the year at any team in the league. I mean, it's plus money for a reason. It's not like it's a lock, but I don't mind this at all at the number at all.
Yeah, and it's always good to have some kind of value plays on the board too. Try to get a little bit more bang for your buck there.
Right.
We got Dodgers, Brewers, Red Sox, and Twins money line. Let's quickly Rockies, Marlins. Who do you like winning that game there?
Give me the Marlins, but I would take the Marlins.
Yeah, Rockies are off to officially a historically
right.
awful start, and then Angels, Red Sox. Any preference in that game?
No, I like the Red Sox at home.
I do too in that one. Angels, they're a tough team to figure out. They're going to play really, really well sometimes, and then other times they're going to look like the kind of custom Angels that we've seen for a lot of time. Sifu asked, "What do you think about Marlins, Tigers, Twins, and Dodgers?" So we like the Marlins there. Let's get on with these other games. So Brewers, Reds. I know we had somebody else in the comments saying Brewers. Our prop here is Santiago Espinal under half a single at plus money.
Yep, under his last 4, 5 out of 7. He is 1 for 2 against Savali lifetime, but that 1 hit was a double, right? And that's like our outs. So there's, I don't mind the under on singles props. We've had success with them so far. It's not a bad move.
Yeah, definitely don't like that. And then do you like, it seems like the comments are kind of saying Brewers on the money line here. Are you liking that one?
Yeah, I don't mind the Brewers at all in that game. Still kind of a coin flip divisional game, but I think I'd run with the Brewers there.
I would say, now it is a small slate today. I would lean Brewers here too, but I think there might be more value later on in this slate here, which we're going to get into. Tigers, White Sox. We have a VIP pick in this one, so if you guys want that prop, one of our favorite props on the board today, definitely hop in and get that day pass. We are, 8-0 in our last 2 days, so you guys are getting in a good time. And then as far as winning this game, I got to think the Tigers can handle business here.
Yep, I agree. I completely agree. Tigers just get back rolling. They've kind of struggled a little bit lately, but no, get them back on the train and keep rolling.
And then Ricky Bobby asked, do we like the Tigers to cover the run line?
Yeah, I don't mind it. I mean, it's too juicy to take it straight up.
Yep. Robert asked about Marlins minus 1.5. I never loved the Marlins on a run line as a favorite, but the Rockies also are that bad. I don't know that Marquez isn't a bad pitcher on the mound for Colorado, so I don't know that, Miami's going to be able to pop off. But is there value on the run line there, or how do you see it?
I mean, that's the only value if you're going to play it like that. I don't love it, though. No. I mean, I would trust the Tigers on the run line more than the Marlins.
Completely agree there, yeah. Tigers better run line team. Boston freaking me every time, said Leak. Red Sox have been a tough team as well. Our next game, Padres-Giants. Stephen Kolek over 3.5 strikeouts, minus 125 here.
Yeah, this isn't a bad number at all. Minus 125 and for only 3.5. He's over in 4 out of 5, and all 3 of his starts on the road, he's gone over this number. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind this at all. He's not a bad pitcher, and the Padres are one of those teams that on the road they're almost better than they are at home. I mean, at least close. I don't mind him at all here. And
And
Padres money line, I would take that.
we also got asked about Webb. Is Logan Webb, I guess, pitching tonight? Webb over 4.5 strikeouts. Don't have exact metrics on that, but I think that actually, that helps boost Kolek a little bit for me because I could see both pitchers going deep, into this team, and that gives him a great opportunity to get 4 strikeouts.
And the Padres are one of those teams that don't strike out. I mean, it's 4.5 for a reason. Logan Webb's numbers are usually 5.5 or 6.5. So obviously it's baked into it. But Padres are one of those teams that I think they're second in the league about not striking out. So
yeah, I would probably stay away from that Webb line there. And there's better plays. Like we got better plays, better pitching props up here, in the Discord right now for you guys. So I would lean more towards those. Speaking of another pitcher, a very good pitcher on the mound, Twins A's Joe Ryan over 17.5 total outs. It's valued at -170. How do you like that?
Very juicy, but he's over in 5 of his last 6 and over his betting line for total outs in 8 of his last 10. I mean, he is that guy. He's been unbelievable. His strikeout numbers is also not a bad move. Like either one, they're both juicy though. So, you pair that with, honestly, him and Marquez is not a bad parlay right there. Something like that, get him basically to plus money. And yeah, but I don't mind it at all.
And then really quick on the money line for going back to that Pirates-Giants game. What are you thinking there? Or Padres-Giants?
Right. I like the Padres.
Yeah. I kind of do too. I think they're a better team, and I think they can definitely handle business. And then Twins A's, are you with the Twins here, or can the A's, make a little magic happen?
I don't mind the A's here. I'm not sure exactly what on the money line what the number is, but I don't mind them. Severino has been pitching better, and I mean he's not awful. Every time you think about the A's, you think awful. It's not really that case this year, so I don't mind a little upset situation.
No, I don't either. And I mean, like we've talked about before, the A's swing at everything. So, they might be able to get some hits, get some runs in there. And then finally, our game of the day, the game everyone's waiting for, Mets-Dodgers. First off, game prediction in this. We just saw the Dodgers handle the Yankees pretty well. Now, not in the last game. They didn't get the sweep. First 2 games of that series was all Dodgers going into that.
Right, and it got ugly fast.
Yeah.
But no, I like the Dodgers here. I think the Dodgers kind of run over them a little bit, honestly. But yeah, and then our free play is Francisco Lindor. So I mean, this is probably our top prop of the day. But no, I like the Dodgers to bounce back and be just fine.
And for those of you guys who are on TikTok not seeing the screen share, always join on X. That's where you see everything. But we got Francisco Lindor under 1.5 total bases. Loving this line here today. Positive EV play, has every metric we could be looking for. And, like you just said, Evan, Dodgers might be able to run away with this one. That should mean hopefully a quiet night for Lindor there.
Right.
Kodak asked about the Red Sox. We like the Red Sox. They're still a tough team, though. We got asked, is Reds money line good? Don't really like the Reds here. Would lean Brewers on that for everyone who's coming in. Mets and Dodgers over. Do you like over or under in that game?
I like the over. Almost every Dodgers game, you feel like there's always at least 8 runs, whether they do it themselves or they give it up, but I don't mind the over there at all. I like it.
Let's see. Sifu on Twitter asked, if you have to take any, what would you choose between over 6.5 in Padres Giants game or under 8.5?
I would take the under. I think both pitchers go long here. I think 8.5 is a pretty big number for, I like the under there.
Yeah, I think that's a good play there. Let's see. Any other questions that we have in here, guys? And then just looking at our top. Oh, let's see. Kodak asked about the Reds. Do not like the Reds today. Joe Ryan under 5.5 hits. Edgar asked about that. Do you like that line there for Ryan? We got him going late into the game. Do you like him under the hits too?
Yeah, I don't. You said the under?
Yeah, under 5.5.
Yeah, I don't mind it. Going late in the game makes it scary, but I don't see a world, honestly, where 6 hits. I mean, 6 hits is a lot of hits for a guy that, you keep him in the game and everything. That's too much almost. Yep. So, no, I don't mind the under there.
Yeah, I don't think the under is a bad play either. Let's see. We got somebody who has a 2-leg parlay on the Marlins and Tigers, both money lines. I don't know. It's probably pretty juicy still, but both those teams should win. What would be our best 2-teamer today? And trying to find more value in this. I don't hate throwing the Dodgers in a 2-teamer if you're going to make one, to trying to avoid the very heavy favorites today. That's going to be a line that's going to give you value.
I kind of like the Red Sox too.
Yep. Red Sox Dodgers might not be a bad two-teamer.
No.
User 161 is asking for a Glizzy Lay. We haven't done that in a little while, but I mean, honestly, today wouldn't be bad to go Red Sox, Dodgers, and then you could use, maybe the
Tigers.
The Marlins or the Tigers. Probably Tigers would be more confident, right?
I think so.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad value because now you're compensating, that Tigers line is gonna be juicy, but having the Red Sox and Dodgers in there is gonna make that a bit better too.
Right.
Kodak asked about the Tigers. Like the Tigers, if you're gonna just take them as a straight, do the run line there. Pretty comfortable with that one. Can go Tigers over 4.5 total runs. Oh, 3K likes. There we go. Thank you guys. Means a lot to get us there. Let's see what else. Can Tigers go over 4.5 runs? What do you think about that?
I don't mind it at all. I'd rather go Tigers minus 1.5 than a team total like that, I think.
I agree with that. Nate asked Dustin May over 5.5 strikeouts.
Don't hate that. He's been weird. He's been a roller coaster this year.
Yeah,
I don't hate it though. I would rather just bet on the Dodgers.
Yeah, I think Dodgers is going to be a better play there as well. Chris asked Tigers minus 1.5. Definitely comfortable with that there. I think they're in a good position here. And let's see, any last questions from you guys before we wrap this thing up? Small slate today.
Right, it is. It's tough to find some good money lines today. I do think so. I mean, Dodgers is probably the best play of the day.
I agree. Yeah. Let's see. Cole said, I jumped on a meeting. What was your thoughts on the Reds game? We like the Brewers in that game, but the best play there probably Santiago Espinal under half a single plus 115.
Right, you get plus money.
Yeah, not a bad plus money. So take Dusty over. Nate, I would stay away from Dustin May's line there. Dodgers on the money line would be a better play than take. We just don't know how he's going to pitch. He could pitch phenomenal. He could get knocked out in the third inning, and Dodgers could still win that game.
Right,
even if
that's the best part about it. Yep, absolutely.
Addy said, can't find you on Dub Club. We're not on Dub Club. We're on Winnable. So if you go to our profile, Nate uses PrizePicks. Okay, we'll get you taken care of then. Addy, if you go to our profile, you'll see the VIP link there. And once again, for everybody in here, 49 people in here right now, we are 8-0 in the past 2 days. We have been hot. Our positive EV plays are absolutely crushing it for you guys. If you've been, in the group, you know that. And even if you don't have the book, we want you to place it on every time. We give you a line to parlay it with that has also been hitting every single day for you guys. So we're taking care of you guys for sure. Thoughts on Kenny Carpenter 2.5 plus? I think that's probably hits, runs, RBIs.
Right.
Rose's asking about 2.5 is always a kind of a tough one.
Right, 2.5 is a big number.
That is. Let's see, over 8.5 runs for Dodgers, Mets. Yep, like that. Also, Nate, really quick, talking about PrizePicks. You don't want to parlay instead of PrizePicks. You're gonna have game lines in there as well, guys. Want to parlay is a DFS app. Evan and I both work for them too, so we're happy to answer any questions. It's a DFS app where you get game lines as well as your player props. Only DFS app on the market to do that. So if you like PrizePicks, you basically get PrizePicks with about 100 more selections on what picks you can take. So there's a whole lot of value to play on it. So would be happy to answer any questions about that for you guys as well. But definitely, get off of PrizePicks. You don't want to parlay from here on out. Brewers, Reds, like the Brewers here. Okay, here, Luke's got Twins, Giants, or Marlins, money line of the 3. Ooh,
well, Marlins is the safest.
Yeah, Marlins is the safest, but you probably got to run line it.
Right. I don't know. I don't like the Twins that much. I think the A's have a sneaky chance of winning today.
And don't like the Giants that much in this one either.
Right. We got a guy asking about Reds Brewers over 6.5. That's kind of a scary one. You never know what's going to happen with the Reds. I mean, no, I think that's a low-scoring game all day long today.
Yeah, I think that could be definitely. Let's see. Kodak asked Reds, Tigers, Twins money line. I think the Tigers is the only team that's really gonna get a win in that game.
Right.
I would throw the Dodgers in. You could go Marlins if you want another juicy one. Red Sox is a great option. Addy said the user experience is so much better on Dub Club though. Plus winnable charges, subs, extra 3% to sub. I didn't know they charged you guys that, but still, you gotta get on our winnable. That's all I gotta say about that right there. we're gonna make you money, and that's what matters there. So we'll make up for that, that 3%. And you get texted right to your phone too, so that's never a bad thing.
Because those lines are moving fast.
They definitely are. Over 9.5 in the Dodgers game, like that. Let's see. Luke is parlaying Marlins, Dodgers, Red Sox, Tigers plus 500. That's not bad.
No, I don't mind that.
Um,
What is the
Tigers,
Dodgers money line today?
let's see. Let me check that real quick. Dodgers on the money line today is going to be minus 155. So let's see. If we put Dodgers, what did we say? Dodgers, Red Sox as a
Right.
two-teamer is plus 175. If you then went and added in the Tigers, plus 291, not bad there.
No, I don't mind that.
And actually, I'm surprised that Tigers are minus 238. I thought they'd be more, minus 270 today. So I don't hate that value there. And then even the Marlins are, minus 198. For some reason though, I know how bad the Rockies are, but they scare you sometimes because they're going to win a game eventually, and you don't want to be on the wrong side of that one.
Right, they totally do. And Marquez hasn't been awful.
No, he has not. He's probably been one of their only kind of semi-bright spots of the year.
Right.
Let's see, Dodgers minus 160 on 365. So DraftKings giving you a better line there, but that's not bad. Minus 155, minus 160 is not a big difference.
Right.
Edgar asked over 8.5 Brewers versus Reds. We'd stay away from that game. That could get weird. We just don't know if the Reds bats are going to show up or not. That's really what it comes down to.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Any final questions before we end up hopping off and, waiting for these games to start for you guys? It's been a good audience today, though. We've held 43 people in here, still going strong. We'll be back tomorrow, guys. Join the Discord too. You get notified every time we go live. Over 9.5 in the Red Sox game. Do you like that game getting some runs in it?
Well, the total's always higher when they play at Fenway. It's one of those parks where runs can jump. I don't love it. 9.5 is a big number to get to. Like in my head, you're getting to 10 if the Red Sox get to 7. If you're not, if they don't get to 7, I don't know if you're getting to 10.
Yeah, definitely. And I'd say probably I think there's better value that we've talked about on the board today, especially at the props too, guys. Go check the props on the Discord. Those are some of the best bets. They've been doing really, really well too. Marlins, Tigers, and Dodgers. That's not a bad three-teamer right there. Everybody's asking about the Reds today. We don't like the Reds today, guys.
Right. No.
We're much more on the Brewers side. I also don't think that's a game that you guys need to, take a money line in.
Right.
Daniel, we do have some hits, props. We got a couple unders in the Discord on that. Mets over 3.5. We like the Dodgers to win, so that one's kind of tricky there.
Right, but I do like the over. I think both teams are going to be scoring tonight.
Yeah, I would take the game over instead of a team total over in that. Right. One of them is going to pop off. We think it's going to be the Dodgers, but it could be the Mets, that end up doing
totally
it.
Agree. Right.
Somebody's going to get to 6, I think, at least.
I think so too. Giants
or Padres, kind of like the Padres. Let's see what that value would be. That's plus 150. I think it's a sneaky upset on the board today.
Yep.
All right. Well, guys, with that, we are going to, let's see. Somebody else asked. One last question. Any confident money lines or picks? Yeah, join the Discord for that. See all the top props. Why Reds minus 115? So let's see what there are.
Well, it's basically a pick'em line, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so it could obviously go either way. I mean, it's a small slate today. I wouldn't say there's a ton of value in that game either way.
No.
So.
How do we feel about the Red Sox pitcher, Richard Fitz, on the mound?
Over strikeouts is good number.
Yep. Yeah, great number on the over strikeouts. At plus 152 also. And Brewers pitcher, how do you feel? Last question. Savali, he's fine. I wouldn't get overworked with him being the starter, right. But I think he'll handle business enough. He's not going to, I don't know if it's going to be 8 shutout innings from him, but right. I don't think he's going to get shelled today either.
Right.
Okay, everyone wants a quick money line review. So really quick, going down the list. Marlins over Rockies, Red Sox over Angels. We like the Brewers over the Reds. I know that's not been a fan favorite today. We like the Tigers over the White Sox. Got an upset for the Padres over the Giants. A's might be able to get the win today, plus 140 over the Twins. That might be the other upset, and then Dodgers over the Mets.
And then, yeah, if you want to, like, I think Dodgers Red Sox might be the perfect little 2-man.
Yep, good value for a 2-man there. Let me plug it in again on DraftKings. That would give you plus 175 for a nice 2-teamer right there. Don't hate that at all. Mm-hmm. All right, with that, we're gonna end it. 6,000 likes today. Thank you guys, and we will be back tomorrow with another live for you guys. So let's keep on winning. Join the Discord if you guys missed any of that, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. And